Password accepted.
Are we live? Ah! All right. Woo! I ain't seen it like this many times. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever seen it like this. I know, it's just crazy good. Oh, way to go, y'all. Good job. Way to go, y'all. You guys doing good. This thing's crazy. Now, I will tell you, in 2000, before it was the Alliance, and I was fired up out of my mind. And then in 2002, when it became the Alliance, I was fired up out of my mind. And people were lined up. We were doing right, okay? And we blew up. And we made millions of dollars. You with me? And we did all right. Stuff's happened in between now and then, but never has it been like this where so many of us are aligned and focused and ambitious. And what's happening is the new people are coming on board and they're getting in line faster and they're making money faster. And so that, I mean, it's happening. It's happening like we predicted, like we said it would. So I'm enjoying it. I don't want to mess it up. So if somebody's like, you're messing up, Albright, somebody that knows me, grab me. Cats, grab me. Pull me over, Paul Roberts, say, hey, come here, you're messing up. I just traveled on the West Coast, out to the West Coast. We went all over the place last week. We went Minnesota on the Alliance Air. Then from Minnesota, we went to Denver. And then Rancho Cucamonga, California, and then to Phoenix. So 4 days in a row, and then we flew back Friday morning. Really, plane performed well. We had a good time. One of those places I started messing up about 15 minutes, and I was like, I'm messing up. I don't know if somebody looked at me, gave me the look, like you're messing up look, and I was like, straighten them up. Because I don't want to mess it up. Like, I'm not kidding you. What I want to do, my goal today is pour gas on something that's already burning. A fire that's burning like crazy. We're going to put some more wood up in here. Okay. All right, so I've got great news, and then great news, and then more great news. One great news is we're going to Banff, Canada. Hey, who in here is going with us to Banff, Canada? All expense paid trip. You already won it. That's right, you did. So how's that good news for other people that are going? Well, we're not going to annoy you, aggravate you, or do anything. We're going to pull for you. We'll probably send you a postcard, as a matter of fact. I got more good news. The trip that we're having now, the trip that we're running a contest for now. Oh, yeah, the trip that we're running a contest for now is a Mediterranean cruise. Who has not seen this brochure? Have every one of you seen it? There's a couple back there. You hadn't seen it? Okay, would you hand that out and hand those out? And this will tell you about the trip. Now, let me be clear. I really, really want you to win. Like, Ann, I'm not kidding you. You can win this trip. I'll tell you exactly how to do it, tell you how to do it. It does not really... You really won't have to work. I want to say you can do it in less than 40 hours a week from here on out the next 6 months. Only thing is you're brand new. So what you might all think about doing is messing up faster, quicker, until you get good, and then you can back it down if you want to. In other words, I would work my tail off. I would, if I was brand new, I would just go out and work. Like there's 168 hours in a week. I would work a lot of those hours so that you win the trip. Does that make sense? As a matter of fact, I've got a list of people that have already won it in less than 6 months. Okay, and these so they wouldn't like rushing trying to get it done. They just and let me tell you something. They're not working 40 hours a week. I know these people. These are great people. Y'all laugh at the funniest stuff. Minerve, she's not working 40 hours at this. But Minerve, you're working good, though. I love you, buddy. She's already did, listen to this, you need 90,000 points, okay? And for the new people, we've got several ways you can get a 10,000 point bonus, a 5,000 point bonus, 25,000 point bonus. You only need 95,000. She ain't got no point bonuses. She done knocked out 195,000 points in 6 months. That's right. Is that crazy? Sarge, otherwise, y'all probably wouldn't know if I say Rob Wilson. Sarge done got 129,000 points in 6 months. 129,000 points. Michelle Alleman, Michelle the Machine, otherwise known as, that's Mike's wife. 127,733 points in 6 months. That's right, way to go, Michelle. Did I mention she recorded, her and Mike done recruited 31 people in wit this year? That's what I'm talking about. My favorite one looked a lot like her. I don't know if y'all know that. Y'all know who that is? That's her girl. Their girl. She's killing it. Mac Judy. Somebody said, how's she doing so good? I said, her name is Mac. It's Mac. It's a big man. It's Mac. Last name is Judy. Mac Judy has done got 118,000 points. And I should know Mac's wife. I met both of them. They're awesome people. Mac Judy, awesome people. Ron Oseus. That's right. Now you see us and now you Oseus. He is 110,000 points in 6 months. Look, hey, you don't want to ask him how many hours he's working sale to knock out 110,000. I'm not kidding you. He does it in less than 40. Pam Moore, now she might have a week she put in, but now let me explain something to you. These people hire people and train people, and that takes hours too. I'm saying the selling part is not 40. Does that make sense? So they might be doing other things in their business to put in more hours. And by the way, we don't care. I mean, Debbie Ben is killing it. She's knocked out 90,000 points. And there you go. So those have already knocked that out. And then Pam Moore's done 90,000. So they've already won it in less than 6 months. No bonus points. You hear me? Right there at them, Debbie Ben. Right there at it, Dane Levine. Marlene Felix, Paul Menachino, Jason and Olga, Scott Ducharme, Mark Hutchinson. Mark, by the way, killing it both, 73,000 6 months. Hey, listen to this. How about this one? This lady has been with us 6 months. Listen, been in the company 6 months. She is number 14 in the country. Her name is Katrina Justin. How about that? Already 73,000 points in 6 months. What I'm talking about. And then, so if somebody's been with us 6 months and you're, I don't want, like you're back at the back of this stack, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I got 200, let's say you're way down here at the back, you can still win it, okay? Let me be clear. What I would do if I were you, if you're looking at tracking and you're doing the math and you're going like, I should be halfway there because we're halfway through the year and you're not halfway, like let's say you're 1/3 of the way or 1/4 of the way, let me explain how you do this. You get more leads. Okay, am I moving too fast? Get more leads and call them over and over and over until they pick up. And then book an appointment. I'm not kidding. This will work. I've seen it happen before. I've seen people just like this right here and take off, okay? I want all y'all to win. Doug Becker, the man. Lindsey Barron, killing it, Lindsey. Already got 9 recruits this year in WIT. Carrie Williams, Mike and Carrie, or I should say Carrie Williams, but I know it's Mike and Carrie. Carrie's at 70,000, already put in 12 in WIT this year. Kevin, my man, Woolley. Samir, already 68,000. Jason, already 68,000. Andre Richardson, Nick Narlis, Eric Belair, Nikki McMillan, James Hill, Sarah Millison, Tamara Jones, Chad McLaughlin, all the way. I'm at 63,000. I'm not only down 60. You with me? We're going. Now y'all looking at that trip. This is Mediterranean. This is 7 nights, 8 days. Hello. We're going to 3 countries. It's going to be crazy. It's actually, if you count where the Pope lives, it's like his own country. I don't know if y'all know that. That means 4 countries. And then I don't know if you know this, but Monte Carlo, where the casino is, that's another country. It's like its own country. So it's really 5 countries if you step over the line at the Pope's place. Last time I was there, that's what I did. I just went up there. I said, all right, been here. Guy with a machine gun looked at me kind of funny. He did. It was okay. All right, so good news. We got more good news. We have our leadership conference is July 21st through 24th. This is one of those deals that I'm not kidding you. It's one of those deals that we should sell for $9,999. In other words, one of those $10,000 deals. We have completely sold out. I'm so upset to find out a couple of people don't have tickets that I want to have tickets, and they don't have tickets. So if anybody has a ticket and you're wavering, thinking about not going, I have somebody that needs that ticket. Text it to me. I really, really, like if you go, I don't know. Because see, this is like, I mean, what is it? How much does these cost? $129 or $300? $399 how much does our convention cost? $99. So $99 for something that should be $10,000. And you want to give it up, I'll give you $125 for that $99 ticket. I bet you somebody's like, I'm taking that deal. Okay, that's coming up. Here's the good news I want to show you. Remember our breakout sessions? Okay, they've changed a little bit to what was posted. So if you bought at $99 and then I change it and you go like, shoot, now I don't like it as much, you can get your money back because somebody else wants that ticket. So we're completely sold out. I don't want anybody to back out, but I do have a couple friends that's bothering me they don't have a ticket. Okay, the changes are this. Chris Long and Alex Abian, we had them set up in a place that only had room for 30, so we're going to add 50 more slots and move them in a different room because it's sold out like that. And then the other one, Mickey Cruz, who's doing this ridiculous training on retirement, funding retirement with the IUL, his sold out instantly, so we moved him in a different room so 50 more people can join these two. And because we opened that room up for seminars, we were able to put 2 more breakouts in there. So somebody, if you wanted these, here's 2 more that are available. Patrick Connors and Olga Mathis are going to do how to schedule your way to success fast. And we're going to have Joe Dukes and Paul Epstein do how to find a wingman and double your business. So those are 2 new breakouts that are available. I got it, Bo. You can back it down. And the other thing that's changed is Tim Goad, we're going to do, where's that at? Right down here. Tim Goad, I'm going to do a question and answer for about 30 minutes or 10 minutes, 30 minutes in the morning on Sunday morning. And then the worship service, the non-denominational worship service is now going to go 1 hour and 45 minutes. And meaning we're going to have a ton of the Goad's music is what that means. Instead of just 1 or 2 songs and then he gets right into it, we're going to give Brianne a Sunday morning and she can mess us up with some worship music. Okay? And so that's going to be one ever more non-denominational worship service. But it's going to be nice. We're going to do some worshiping. Does that make sense? Now, for those of you that do not wish to attend that, Stephen Davies is doing a seminar that we can get all of you. So if there's several hundred of you, we got you in a room. It's going to be plenty of room. He is going to do, we give him a title, but here's the subject. I can tell you. It's how do you get to become an executive vice president with us? So those of you that don't want to do the service, we got a great spot for you. Stephen Davies is going to be teaching, and he's going to get 1 hour and 45 minutes. It's going to be awesome. It's just going to be ridiculous. Okay, so I hope y'all like all those. I don't see how it's all pluses. All additional good. So all more good. Speaking of speaking of, I mentioned Jason Carey, that he's almost won the trip already. They also won a Good Samaritan bonus, and those of you knew what we do is people that are selling and recruiting like they're supposed to. What we do is we give away money to causes, churches, charities. Well, Jason and Tawny Carey just won $500. So what we're doing is we're stroking that check, and they tell us where to send it. We don't tell them. You tell us where you want us to give money. So we're sending $500 to the Goads Ministries on Jason and Tawny's behalf. So hear it for Jason and Tawny. Woo! You know, their ministry, the Goads ministry, are really taking off, and I'm so happy that they are. As a matter of fact, somebody just texted me. He said, guess what I did last night? And I was like, what happened? He said, I was giving the Goads this much a month. I doubled it. And I was like, dude, that's just planting right there. I mean, that stuff's going to grow from that. I was real. Then I took a picture of it, and I sent it to Tim. I said, bro, check this, man. Good news coming your way. So I know he'll be fired up too. So, is that Marcia? Are you in the house? Come see me. How you doing, buddy? Give Marcia a hand. Y'all don't know her, but you're going to get to know her. How are you doing? Let me see if I can find a mic for you. So, tell them a little bit who you are, and I'll tell them more.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need to talk loud.
Okay. I'm Marcia Wilson, and I've been with the Alliance about 2 years.
That's right.
And
That's true.
It's true. And then I kind of sputtered and pulled off into a rest area for a while along the highway of life. And now I'm back onto the main highway in the fast lane, express lane. I'm paying the toll to go. And here I am.
Yay! Tell them where you drove up here from.
Oh, I came from Hollywood, Florida.
Miami.
Miami area.
Like the Miami area.
Uh-huh.
So how long drive is that?
Well, I actually went to my mom's last night in Jacksonville and spent the night with
Florida.
my mom.
So from Hollywood to Jacksonville, 8 hours or 7
about
hours?
5.
5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then from Jacksonville to here is about 8. Did you do it in 6? You must. How fast?
I did it in about 6 hours.
Oh my God! You should put your hands out like this.
my
Put your
gosh.
hands out like this right here. Put your hands out like that.
You know what we say?
Bad
right?
girl.
I was driving a Mustang, so you know what we say: let the ponies run. And
Want to race? I got a little pony too.
I know you do. I know you do.
Oh my gosh!
I was going 90.
Oh my
I was going
gosh!
90 most of the
I've
way.
driven that road so many times. It's 8 hours. But now, you know what I do though? I talk on the phone the whole way, like I'm on the phone. So I always don't drive as fast because I've got people to talk to. Sometimes I slow down, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to focus, you know. I cannot believe that. That is so crazy. I mean, I believe you, but
Yeah, it was it.
and
That
no
was it.
ticket. Just
No ticket. Only saw 2 police officers. I had other people pulled over, and here I am. And I parked behind your car like you texted me to do, so I could get in
so
here.
just
I was
pull
the
in
last
behind the
person.
Mercedes.
Yeah,
And because I ain't going nowhere.
that's it.
I'm so happy you're
I'm
here.
happy here. I'm happy to
Are
be
you really
all
serious?
in. Yeah, I'm really
Okay,
serious.
so this is, I never, I never acknowledged that you wasn't full speed. I just always said you was full speed, so you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't even have to bring that up no more. Just
No,
don't
it's
even
over
mention
with.
it.
I'm full speed.
Don't even mention it no more. Okay, but here's what I want you to tell them. I want you to tell them the story that I tell them all the time about you was this head nurse and you were a head of surgery nurse and head of everything nurse and how much they were paying you and how much they didn't pay you.
Well, I was
Tell 'em.
working at University of Miami Hospital for
Yes, you were.
5 years. No raises. Nobody
None.
got a raise.
Not
Nobody
now.
got a raise.
Not a penny.
And I kept.
Did they pat you on the good job?
No, they didn't do that either. So, so I was looking for something else, and then this came along. But then the only reason why I stayed there was because I got free tuition for my kids at University of Miami. That was the only reason why. And then finally, I had just had enough.
How many years you been working there?
I was there 5 years, 6 years.
No, I'm saying, well, how many years you been a nurse?
Oh, 20 plus.
20 plus years. I like that. You adjusted
Yeah.
that. That's good.
I don't even know. I
When I
stopped
tell it,
counting.
I know.
You know the feeling?
I know. I'm gonna tell them the other number when I talk, but I hear you. You can keep saying 20. I'm gonna say the other number. And so what all job titles did you have?
Oh my gosh, I was everything. I was working in the ICU at the end, but I had been a nurse director, I had been a nurse supervisor, I had run a special procedures department at Mount Sinai. I just done it all.
So how did we find you?
Justin Balick
Yeah.
was at a little
College?
neighborhood little get together for business people. He stood up there with
Like
this
a business
thing.
networking
Yeah, and
lunch?
he stood up there with this laminated piece
Bailey,
of
you
paper.
should do more of the business
and
lunch
he's
things.
pointed here and he said, "Look at how many leads are right here.
Leads right
and
here.
I need help." And that's how I
You
got
said,
in.
I want an insurance
That's
license.
it.
I'll be an agent.
That's it. I'll be an agent.
I got all kinds of nursing certificates and all that credentials, but I'll be an insurance agent.
Absolutely.
Now, see, you think, I don't know if you know how much people listen. Some people don't listen. I listen to people's stuff sometimes. Sorry about that if I didn't listen to you one time. Okay, so tell them, like, you remember the story like when I said, don't you make a lot of money? Don't you already make a lot of money? And you said, you remember what you said? You said, if I could just get a few checks, what you said.
Oh
you
yeah,
could do.
I was
You
just
remember that?
trying. I was just trying to go part time. I mean, at the beginning, I was
With
a
us?
yeah with you guys with NAA. I was just looking for a few extra checks. I was looking for like $1,000 a month,
Do you remember
and
what
I was
you-
up to about $1,000 a month, $750, $1,000 a month when situations occurred that I had to kind of back
Okay, listen,
off.
listen. She was making $1,000 a month. Now, let me tell you. Do you remember what you said? How big a difference that $1,000
Oh
made?
yeah,
Tell
it was
them
a
what
big
you-
difference. $1,000 makes a big difference.
How big? Like, what would you do with it?
Oh my gosh, a new car, new.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna remind you and see if you remember saying this. She said, "I can go out to a restaurant and get me something to eat now, and not feel like it's just gonna tear my budget up."
Yep.
Do you
yep,
remember
yep,
that?
Yep. Yep.
And I
Now
was
that you
like,
say it, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that blows my mind. Because wasn't you making close to six figures,
Yeah.
or was it over six figures? Was it 100 grand?
If I worked overtime, I would get over 6.
So
If
around
I worked
90,
under,
98,000
yeah.
income, but broke. You hear what I'm telling you?
I was broke.
Broke.
I was broke.
Broke,
3
so nobody
kids,
go out
single
to
mom. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You what'd you say about the kids?
I said 3 kids, single mom, and
Broke.
can't live on $100,000.
You can't live on $100,000, and especially if you ain't had a raise in 5 years, because the cost of bread's done went up.
Mm-hmm.
Cost of peanut butter's went up.
Yep.
Cost of everything's went up,
Mm-hmm.
except your salary.
Exactly. Exactly. That's right.
So you got in, you go sell some insurance, make $1,000, jump up and down, loved us, had a good time.
Yes.
And say, so you're not working there anymore?
No.
What had happened?
Oh my gosh, this is the worst story in the world, but
This is a happy joke.
It's a happy story. It's a happy story, and I wish I had taken this step sooner and left the job. Can I just say it like that?
Yeah.
And don't look back. But I was always worried about that free tuition. And then my son, I didn't think he was going to get in University of Miami, so I quit the job. He took the SAT 4 times. What's the time? I mean,
They could have added his scores up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I quit the job. So after I quit the job, I'm thinking I get this nice envelope in the mail, and it's his acceptance package, and I think it's my benefit package because I left and what all I can get. So I had to get something going.
Hey, I'm kind of like that with my mama too. I do something good and it surprises her.
Yeah, that's what he says. Nobody had faith in me. Y'all didn't believe me. I
You
did
didn't
it on my
believe
own. Well, he never showed me his grades.
Did it hit you with, how you like me now? So you quit.
Yeah.
And you ain't got a job.
I'm just doing agency. I work when I want to nursing, and so I've been able to cut back as
So now you
money
can-
is going up.
So now you building this?
Yeah, now I'm building this.
You go hire people and get money
Oh
coming
yeah,
in?
I got people in Tennessee. I got a
Alright.
call because I'm going to West North Carolina because I have a house over there now, and I'm gonna got a list for Tennessee right across the line, and I'm gonna be recruiting while I'm up here because I don't have my license yet to sell
See now, up here you don't.
yet.
Yeah, you got to get your non-resident.
Yeah.
So now y'all see why I said, Bush is here. Does that make sense? I mean, because I was like, oh my, what a story. I was so, when you got that text, I was like, I hope this is the Marsha Wilson I think this
It
is.
is.
And I think I said that. I
Yeah,
said,
you
is this
did.
the
You
Marsha
did.
Wilson
Yeah,
I think?
yeah.
So I'm so happy you're here. And how long are you going to be around with us today?
I'm probably gonna be just a day.
Okay, just today.
yeah.
So this afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll make sure you meet all the right people. And you've been here before.
I came to conference 2 years ago.
Okay, good deal. I'm so happy you're back.
I'm back. Thank
Love
you.
you, buddy.
Love
Take
you.
care. Woohoo! You would like that story better if she was in your group. I mean, she's way, like way down in my group, and then Paul Minicky, James Hill. There's James. He's back there grinning, and James and Paul, and then Balick, and then Marcia, and then so it's just yes. Okay, all right. So okay, I have some things to get into with you that I really think will help you make more money and have more fun and have a better life. Let's see. I'll make sure who I'm talking to. So I got Deanna. Oh, by the way, you got to come up here. Deanna, you got to come up here, buddy. Yeah, one more story? One more story? Okay, all right. Okay. Good to see ya!
Good to see you.
So happy you're here. Okay, tell them who you are.
I'm Diana Vico, and I go to the Wilmington hotspot. I'm originally from Moldova. That's the accent from. And,
I always think South Carolina. And then she's like, Moldova. I'm like, oh, okay. Is the L in there, Moldova, or just
Moldova with L.
M-O-L-D-O-V-A? That's over there near, tell them.
It's between Romania and Ukraine.
Yeah, that's right. That's where it is.
I also live in Texas, so I stand in Texas.
Hey, tell them about last week.
So last week, I'm really excited. I wrote 8 policies for $8,700.
What I'm talking about. Because a typical week for you would be like 1 or 2,
Yeah.
0.
0.
She's about to knock that 0 this week. I'd be like, high five, you're going to do it. And then you did 8,000.
Yeah.
What did you do different?
So
A lot.
a lot. Yeah.
A lot different.
A lot.
Like, what's maybe the top 2 things you did different?
Schedule and call people in the house and not leave the house until I get a check.
My gosh! Did y'all hear that? Did I finally cover that on one show? And you started doing it?
Yeah.
My apologies for not covering it, say, a year ago. I was talking to the guy the other day, and he's terrible at making sales. And I mean, I looked at his numbers, how many times he's in the house, don't make a sale. I said, you call before you leave the house? He said, no.
Yeah.
Tell him what that'll get you.
Say again?
He'd be in the house, not make a sale, and leave without calling anybody.
Not good.
So you started calling somebody, like if she couldn't make a sale. Does this make sense? If she couldn't make a sale, she would call somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody says, what am I going to say when I call them? You just call them. You'll think of something when the phone rings and they pick up. You're calling a great salesperson. You don't have to say much. You say hello, and they're going to start asking questions.
That's right.
I think I got my legs back. That messed me up. Schedule
Yeah.
and call before leaving the house if you can't make a sale.
Yeah.
That's the top 2 things.
One more thing, like to associate a lot, go to all the meetings, because then you have who to call.
Genius. Genius. Meet somebody that you can call. Tell them you need to call a good salesperson, right?
Yeah.
Don't call one that's failing with you.
That's right.
That's what most people do. They in misery, so they go hang out with another misery person. You know what I mean? They're not making sales, so they call somebody that ain't not a good plan, Barbie. Mm-hmm. Let me show you how her schedule worked. Let's say it was, I've written this before, so it's not like, I haven't seen her schedule, but I know what her schedule looked like. Because a lot of people I hire, this is what their schedule looks like. Like for Monday, she would put W. You know what that means? That day I'm going to work. I'm not kidding.
That's right. Yeah, it's true.
And then like a Tuesday, she would put like family time. And sometimes when it was like a detailed week like Wednesday, it would be like work and church.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to take you through the whole painful process. But it improved, and I don't know if you know this, but you know your improvement made us laugh a lot too, right?
Yeah, I know.
We were laughing at it. And this is helping people.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Come closer. You made 8,000 in sales.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's like, so you know how to do it again.
Yes.
Okay, so let me tell you, because people are wondering what it's supposed to do. You're supposed to schedule every minute of the day, every minute, and really within like 15-minute increments.
Mm-hmm.
And like poor people or people that like make less than say $1 million a year, they usually schedule it in 2-hour blocks, 3-hour blocks, or half days.
Mm-hmm.
People that are in a $25,000 income usually do it like this. Does that make sense? Sometimes up to 40,000 income will do it like this. Rich people every 15 minutes. Does that make sense? You say, well, I'm not rich. I don't have to do it like that. No, I don't think you understand. That's how they got there. Does that make sense? They don't do it after they get there.
That's right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy if you did it. Now, one other thing you probably did is make more phone calls.
Yeah.
Okay, just a
definitely.
guess. More phone calls. Did you have more leads to work?
Yeah, more leads, and I also followed up a lot with people I saw before, so I keep in touch with my clients and I call them from time to time. And about 3 of those policies were follow-up policies.
You mean another policy in the house, in the same house, or you hadn't
Both.
written one?
Both.
Okay. So in other
Yeah.
words, you hadn't wrote one in the policy, but you were
Mhm.
still talking to them, and you went back and made a sale.
Yes. Yeah.
Because last time you didn't make a sale because you left
Yeah.
and didn't call nobody,
Mhm.
and this time you went in the house thinking, I'm probably going to call somebody.
Yeah. And one more thing, I wrote I wrote a lot of policies from referrals. I love referrals. It's
You
so
did?
good. Yeah.
You know they're free.
Yeah.
We should call them freers or something like that, you know. All right, y'all got it? Did that help? That might have been worth the whole deal right there. That's so awesome. Something else I want to ask you. So do you want to give credit for somebody helping you?
Oh, a lot of people. Jane Hill,
Yes. Way to go, Jane.
Danny Johnson.
Danny Johnson. Danny Johnson let her and some other people ride with him in the car and watch him sail. He says the same thing every time, don't he?
Yeah.
He just goes in the house and says the same thing. For new people, that messes them up. They'd be like, oh, I didn't know you said the same thing every time. Like, what do you think we do? Make up something every time? It's called an ATM. A training man. We follow the ATM, right?
That's right.
Did he use the ATM?
Yeah.
I'm checking up on him. Who else?
John Gray, he's on the Adams team in Wilmington.
He's awesome.
He's awesome. My awesome upline, Robin Harkins.
That's right, Robin.
Nikki McMillan.
Yes, you did.
A lot of people. I call so many people. Paul
Jen.
Menachino.
Jen help.
Who?
Jennifer.
Oh, Jen helped me so much with my schedule. Jen Sabo, hello.
She laughed at your schedule.
I know.
But you know what? We didn't know.
Yeah.
We didn't know you wasn't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
We thought you were doing it.
Yeah.
We knew something was wrong. We didn't know what. Anybody else you think of?
A lot of people, like Adam Katz helped me with, I listen to him recruit people, like so many people.
You see, it's
It's
what we call a team.
amazing. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Way to go, girl. So
Thank
proud
you.
of you. I wanted to just talk about what I wanted to talk is what I wanted to do, but goodness gracious, how do you not? And by the way, I'm looking around and I'm going story, another story right there, another story. I mean, it's just, that's what, when it's so many stories going on that you just can't get to them all, okay? All right, but if I don't cover this, I feel like this is kind of stuff that got us there, okay? So I'm going to hit it. All right, I promised you, I said, I want to show you how to get inside somebody commitment, enthusiasm, and love. Like, get it in them. Like if you think about a turkey seasoning, they have these needles, and they just put it down in there. You know what I'm talking about? They infuse the turkey with this good taste. So we want to infuse the agent, the turkey agent, with this enthusiasm, commitment, and love. Okay? So that's what I promised. All right, so here we go. First of all, commitment. Commitment is it's when you make a commitment, but so you can't define something by saying the same word twice. That don't define it. You know, a commitment's a commitment. Commitment is when you make a decision with your heart, not your head. A head is more of a decision. Heart is more of a commitment. So as you make a decision when your heart becomes a commitment. Does that make sense? So here's the way you need to look at this. If something's worth doing, then I got an idea. Do it. Like if it's worth getting in, then do it. Like if you're going to get in, if you're going to get your license, then do it. Why? Why halfway to do? Matter of fact, here's what I suggest. Here's what I want you to be your biggest commitment. Commit that you will be the best you that you can possibly be on this earth. Now, let me tell you something. I don't know about any of y'all feel when I say that, but I feel about an inch tall when I say that. I feel like lower than whale poopy on the bottom of the ocean is how I feel. You with me? Just smished right out. You know why? Because I can be so much better than I am. I'm such a mess. You with me? Just a disaster. This wrong, that wrong. I'm committing, right now I'm telling y'all, I'm going to do better. That's right. I got about 4 or 5 friends and family members are saying, you ought to. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do better. So you women know what commitment is? When you make a decision to be all you can be, if you're in something, do it. That's what you're looking for in somebody. Okay. Enthusiasm. Have you noticed that enthusiastic people experience life from the inside out? Miserable people, sad people, unsuccessful people experience from the outside in. They see it and that's how they react. Enthusiastic people, and some people, it's a Greek word, it means God inside, but it's energy coming out, you living outward, you affect life don't affect you. That's what we want, right? Winners always have it. Love. Now, let's talk about love a little bit. Love is like the most powerful thing, okay? Like it trumps. You with me? It just trumps all, okay? Love. Here's one little thing about love that I came across. Actually, I think I was talking to Stephen Davies about what he's going to be talking about in his breakout session, and he said love has eyes. It can see you, and love has eyelids. And I was like, isn't that so true? The ability not to see every God-blessed flaw in somebody. Oh my goodness, close your eyes for a second and then open them and look for the good instantly. Quick, find the good. Quick, find the good. Like if I said, look around here, and I said, find stuff that's blue. Right? You look around, you're like, there it is. I mean, like, I'm not going to come across that unless I'm looking for blue. It's a little bitty. But if I said, look for red, your head goes, open your eyes and look for good. Hello? Stop with the negative. Okay. Human beings, people, us, have massive capacity for love. We don't know how much and how many. We just don't know. It's huge capacity. Now let me explain something else to you. Need for love is big. By the way, it's not just you and me. It's you and me. It's you and me. It's you and. Does that make sense? It's us, each of us. Capacity for love, and the huge, massive need to feel loved and people see us. Isn't that right, Lisa? Can I get an amen? I mean, okay. It's a huge positive power. Okay? So here's what I'm going to tell you. How to get people in it. How to get people. Get that in people. The way you get that in people is you get people with that in them. Yeah. Hello. You ain't God. You can't change them. Find them. They out there. You got to look. Ask a kid. You go Easter egg hunting. He said, how am I going to find an egg? Well, you can't lay one. I suggest you start looking. Get your little eggs going. You see what I'm saying? Run an ad. Ask your cousin. Ask your secretary if she knows anybody. Ask somebody, a friend of yours is making millions of dollars, asking for a referral. He should have referred somebody to you, or he will refer somebody. I got one guy, every time I call this guy, he gives me a referral. I'm just wondering why he didn't give me you last time. I'm not kidding. Ask friends for referrals. They'll give them to you. My friend gives me referrals all the time. I'll call them up and talk to them. You've got to find them. Now, here's something you want me to say, so I'll say it because I know you want me to. First, you got to be this so people can see this. And see, because you're going to attract people what you are, not what you want to be. So be it. Does it make sense? This is the answer. I know you're looking for like 10 more pages because I got all these pages. This is something else. That's all it is to that one. How to get those 3 things in them. Find them with it in them. Say, well, how do I get it in me? Do it. Become it. I told you. This is how you do it. Okay. All right. Now I got some crazy stuff for you right here. I think it's crazy. I call it true butt. The reason I got that from all them things on TV, True Blood, True Detectives, True this, True that, you know what I'm talking about? This is true butts. It sounds like it's just true, but hopefully you'll think but after you read it. Okay, so this first one is, this is the way some people say things. They say things like this. They say, I have never succeeded before. Why should I expect to succeed this time? And I tried a bunch of stuff. I've not succeeded before. You ought to put a button on the end of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the distance from where I am and where I want to be seems great. Seems huge. Seems like a long, long way where I want to be and where I am. You ought to put a but. You know what I'm saying? You ought to put a but on there, you know? All right. And people say, I thought you didn't like people say but. Well, if you say something like this, I need for you to say but. Okay? The goal is just too big. You ever heard anybody say that? You ever thought that? The goal is just too big. How about this? Things are too messed up to have any hope. Have you ever heard anybody say that? Like, it's just too messed up. My relationship, my life, it's just too messed up right now. I wish they'd say, but. That's just one of my favorite phrases. When somebody says this, I grin, Nick. I go like, because you ever heard anybody say this, Marcia? It's just too messed up. How would you like to, say she's in the emergency room, surgery, and you come in, blood all over you, and they'd be like, you're just too messed up. I'd be like, sew something up. Get a gauze. Do something. You know what I mean? It's just too messed up. But usually people are saying it about themselves, like I'm too messed up, or, you know, my relationship, my marriage is too messed up, or my children's too messed up. But how about this one? I don't have skills. I don't have skills. I don't have resources like money and tools and help. I don't have no help. I ain't got no resources up in here. I don't have time to accomplish it. You don't have time to accomplish it. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This is another real simple page. Hope this takes. Hope you like it. It's called True Butts, or True. It goes like this. Do one little thing toward fixing it or getting there. Hello? You told me that you went from not selling 1 or 0 to selling 8,000 in a week. And you told me you changed a bunch of things. Here's my guess. You did one thing first. Meet sharp people. Go introduce to yourself to somebody who's kicking butt. Sit down with your schedule and write it down. There's so many things, one things you can do. One thing. Do one thing. That's what I say that to people when they say it's too messed up, and I go, could you do one thing? And they go, yeah, I could do one thing, but it won't matter. I go, well, do one thing, and then don't let it matter. I'm not going to argue whether it matters or not. You said you could do one thing. Do one thing. Do one thing. Do one thing. This afternoon, I'm going to do one thing. Tomorrow, I'm going to do another thing. I get this all the time. I don't know how you did it. I get it all the time. You got the friggin' plane. You're like on the board of the entrepreneur school at NC State. You know, and I go, you've got a Ferrari. How'd you do it? Let me tell you. One thing at a time. I just did one thing. One thing. One little thing. I'm telling you, Kyle, you got to keep with your one things. But it's better you get it doing one thing, move to another thing. Do another thing. Do another thing. Is this making sense? Does this hit anybody? Has anybody gave me a, oh, man, I didn't even think about that. If I did, I'm happy that I told you. Jason, sounds like nothing, don't it? Kind of. It's like one thing. Like next to one is nothing. Like 0, do 0, and then 1. So you go, that don't sound like much. It's just barely over 0, bro. That's why it don't sound like much, because it's barely past 0. It's 1. You say, but I need millions to accomplish my goal. Right. You're not going to get to millions doing zeros. Does that make sense? You're going to get how did you do this? Listen, by the way, in Spain, Barcelona, there is a, you know, there's a church, and you know how you see these churches and you go like, how long ago did you build that? They're about like 100, 600 years old. That's what I always say, right? Because they always tell you how old they are, and then they tell you they're important. If you ain't never been to Europe, that's what you get a lot. This building's important. I'm like, yeah, I know. Sometimes they go, how'd you know? I go, never, I'm not going to. Y'all think all of them are important. This one's crazy. When you get to it, it's one of those like 47 stories. It's crazy beautiful. It's in the brochure. There it is right there. There's a picture of it right there in Spain. See that? Let me tell you this. There's scaffolding around it. You say they're fixing it? They're building it. What? That's not finished. It's about 7 or 8 years from being finished. The inside's not finished. The outside's not finished. And it's insane. Guess how they're doing it? One thing at a time. I don't know how many 100 years they've been working on it. I'm not kidding. But sometimes I had to take a break. I guess I was tired. I don't know. They will tell you how'd you do it. I don't know how you did it. And then I like rich people that start telling them something complicated, and I'm like, whatever. He did it one thing at a time. I know his secret. Okay, I got a new subject here coming at you. You ready? So here's the deal. 2 guys are sitting across the table from each other chatting. Business deal. Got the idea? They're talking about this thing. It's close to closing. And they've got to know each other a little bit, and things are progressing. As a matter of fact, they're there to shake hands on the last segment, and they're going to be in business together. And one of them over here is very optimistic, okay? And they're talking, and this one makes this statement. He says, I'm so excited. I'm so pleased. Everything has went so far. Everything's fell in place. He says, I'm looking forward to working with you. I need for you to do what you're supposed to do, and I'll do what I'm supposed to do. I need for you to be on time, and I'll be on time. I need for you to be pleasant, and I will be pleasant. Because the first time you don't, I'm not going to be either, and it's not going to be pleasant. You mess up, and I'm coming down on you hard. You make a mistake, you have a bad attitude, my attitude's going to be at least as bad as yours, maybe just a nudge more. Just want to let you know how it's going to be. You treat me well, I treat you well, everything's going to be smooth sailing. You hear me? Sound fair to you? Sounds fair. My man right here, he said, I'm out. I'm out. You with me? Yeah, I'm out. I'm done. Can't do it. Guy's like, what? He says, as part as friends, I'm not going to get into the discussion with you. So this conversation is for this guy right here. You with me? This guy got it. This guy got it. I'm out. Okay? You say, Andy, what would you recommend? Get out of there. Interesting lunch conversation. Sounds fair. Good for good, bad for bad. That attitude will destroy every relationship every single time. It's 100% recipe for disaster. It will mess up your relationship with your boss. It'll mess up your relationship with your employee. It'll mess up your relationship with your agent. It will mess up a relationship with your children. It'll destroy your marriage. This fair play, this seemingly fair. Now, to be clear, my guy over here is not a bad guy. You with me? He's not a bad guy. He just plays different. He plays fair. He's a fair person. I know a lot of fair people. Vendors, everybody. It'll jack it up. It'll mess up the relationship. When the relationship's messed up, we got a problem. How about this plan? This is different plan. It's not the fair plan. This is be better than fair. If I make them, here's the way it's going to go down. Here's what I'm going to ask you. Is it Ron? Don? Neither one. Mark? It's one of those men names. What's your name, sir? Huh? That's right. Alan. Alan, here's the way it's going to go. I'm going to ask you to do this. When I fall down, I need for you to bend over and pick me up. If I slack up, I need for you to pick up the pace so we still win the contract or the deal. You with me? If I act immature, I want you to rise above it and elevate above it. Matter of fact, I want you to point it out to me and try to help me. Not fix me, but let me know and try to give me a parable or a story, something to try to help me. Does that make sense? So if I act immature and I start messing up, try to help me. Try to rise above it. Show me how. I want you to try to put in more effort to keep the relationship on track, and I want you to put in more effort to keep us winning, keep the love going. Does that make sense? Ann, you hear me? This is what I'm asking for you. Here's what I'm going to do in return. Same. This is a different kind of same, ain't it? I'm going to do the same. I will overlook. I will work harder whenever I think you slack up. I will give more, Mark. That's what I'm looking for. So going into the lunch, this is the conversation. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go over and above. I'm going to overlook. You miss a sale, I'm going to make 2 to make up for the 1. We still going to pay for the trip. Okay? I will do same. I will help. I will pick up the pace. All right. Let me go back to this is not a bad person playing fair. Be loving as long as I feel loved. I will be loving. It's fair. This is, let me tell you, the fault in fairness. The fault in fairness. All it takes, if you got these 2 people in business and we're going to be fair, all it takes is one of us to mess up, and now we got 2 of us messing up. Does that make sense? Whereas if we play my way, one of us jacks it up and the other one picks it up. Hello? We keep the relationship going better. Both of these people that I mentioned were people, humans. Guarantee you they ain't perfect. So all we got to do is bring out a little imperfection and we get twice as much imperfection. Hello? Here's a statement for you. Deterioration is inevitable in that case. I promise you, this group right here, should he say yes, this group going to go down. They're going to break up. It's 100%. Because neither one of them are perfect. And when one of them does something, it turns into two of them perfect. You put three of them types together. One of them, hey, how about this? One of them gets a little bit withdrawn because he lied on his other mind. You know, he's got a lot on his mind. So he gets a little withdrawn. You know what the other one does? Silent treatment. Because, see, he did a little withdrawn because he's got stuff on his mind. He observes it. Silent treatment. Says something a little funny because it's funny, because that's why he says it. A little degrading, a little critical, a little chopping, get him down to knees. You know, just a little sarcastic. A little sarcasm back, maybe just a little bit of spice on it. Maybe don't even try to hide it if it's funny. Just say, well, how about this? Since you pointed that out, let me point out a couple things right here. Let's just cut out the sarcasm and just tell you what all's wrong with you. How about this? A little mad. I had a bad day. Kicked the cat, spilled milk, got a mess in my car, come in a little bit mad. What you gonna do? You got to give me the mad back. You got to be mad too, right? Here's the bet I got for you. I like this one right here. So this person's the one that started it. So he does something wrong. Listen to me. This person does something sarcastic, or this person is slack. So this person is slack back. Right? All right, here's the bet. Now it's this person's part. What's the odds that if this person don't overlook it and rise above, but this person now rises above it? So he started it. He going to give it back. And you think this one's going to be the one that rises above it? You see this game of fairness? Because I was fair. He started it. I was fair. He takes another step. I retaliate. Because I'm not rising above it, because I'm not the one that started. Well, maybe I started it, but I'm still, you know, I'm not going to rise above it. He didn't rise above it, and I'm the one that started it. So he should have rose above it, and I'm not going to rise above it. Another way to say it is, this guy's not going to swallow it. That guy's not going to go, this guy's he's going to come back. So here's what I say that means. Game on. Game on. Sarcasm, sarcasm. More sarcasm, right back at you. How about some meanness? Game on, no referees. Where'll that get you? Boss's office. That'll get you in the boss's office. If you're young, that'll get you in the principal's office. Where else will that get you? Divorce court. You to the divorce court. That's where you is. State court. If it's across state lines, federal court. Cemetery. Prison. That'll get this will get you in prison. This will mess you up, Bo. I'm telling you, this is some strong stuff right here. Bankruptcy court. There's another place to get you. It's a lot of them. We could brainstorm where else that'll get you. It'll get you there, Bo. Game on. No referees. No hold back. Let's go. Revenge, wrath, anger. Here's what you say all the time. Remember I told you these are good people? They're good. This is a good person right here. He's a fair person. This guy don't want to get in business with him. He's a fair person. Here's what you say. Here's the words. When this game gets played, here's what you hear. God, both of them seem like really nice people. I don't know what happened in that relationship. I don't know how, both of them, I liked them both. I liked them. I couldn't figure out why they couldn't get that deal to work. He had the money. He had the intelligence. I don't know why they couldn't pull that deal off. It had all the parts. It's a mystery. Because you're not inside of it, so you don't know. From the outside, that's what you get. What happened to them? Both good people. So I'm going to tell you at first first might get you a shock. I'll be like, I'm going to read you something that tells you what I just told you way better than what I told you. And I know you're thinking, does he really think this is going to be better than what he did? Because he just did it good. This is better than I did it. I'm not kidding. It's real short, too. It's not like 20 pages. No, it's real short. This will tell you what I told you, and listen to this, with more authority than I told you. You ready? If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. And if you lend to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, expecting to be repaid in full. But love your enemies, do good to them, and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Then your reward will be great, and you'll be sons of the Most High, because He is kind to the ungrateful and the wicked. Hey, yo. I like this one better. There's another little note. It's a little bit better because this one's got an out. I like an out. I'm always looking where the door is, make sure. I know where there's a secret exit door in here. I know where it is. Do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everybody, if it is possible. As far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. I like that, if it possible. That confers it might not always be possible. But you better might not in very few cases. You with me? Does that make sense? I think it is a might not in there, but hear what I'm saying? It starts out with do this. Don't give evil with evil. All right, here's a simple one. And this one kind of rhymes. It's got that spinning stuff to it. You know that, like what I say. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Do not be overcome by evil. Don't be swamped up by it, but overcome evil with the good strategy. I like that because it reminds me when I say that of this, be careful that you believe these things of which I say. You know what I mean? Kind of that kind of wording, of which I say, That makes sense. All right, a guy named Luke wrote that first one. And apparently somebody was hanging out in Rome and wrote the other one, some Roman. All right, is this some stuff up in there, ain't it? People who succeed in life and leadership, in business and in love, do not keep score. I didn't like that part too much, but when I read the second part, I got fired up out of my mind. They run the score up. Oh. People that win in business and life and love and relationships, they don't keep score. They run it up. They score like cray-cray. So I got to think about it because I was talking to this little girl, Marcus's little girl, Mia. And is it Mia or Maya? Maya. Talking to Maya, and I said, Maya, we're going to win big. We're going to run up the score. And somebody was looking at me kind of odd, And I said, I'm not kidding. We're going to run up the score. That's before I read this and wrote all this, studied all this. I said, we're going to run up the score. And we can't help it if they go over there in the corner with a coloring book and curl up in a fetal position. And they were really looking at me then. Now, to be clear, we're not going over there and kick them, but we're going to run up the score with points. Does that make sense? We're going to run up the score. Matter of fact, we might toss them something. Give them a point. You should shoot one time. But our score is going to be insane. You with me? So, this is the law of love. And it works like this. If you're not given to, give to. If you're not loved, love. If they fall down, you pick them up. They try to control you, give them options. Don't try to control them. Let them do what they want to do. Don't try to control that's being trying to controlled. You with me? Be a change agent for good. Find a way to give. Now see, if we go into the relationship and both of us are those people, we're going to win big. You with me? We cannot lose. And by the way, we need at least one person like this in the relationship. It'd be awesome to have two. It'd be awesome to have 100 people like this. Could you imagine? The grease skids, meaning the speed that we would slide, the speed that we would grow, the speed that we would move. By the way, have we noticed what's been happening last few months? The giving, people flying around the country giving, coming to hot spots that don't have to come. All the people that people are listing that helped them when they were not getting a dime from it, but they were giving. This is very, very strategic. This is very, it sounds like a negative word, but it's very tricky. This is strategy. This is how to win big. This is how to run up the score. We give like crazy. That's the relationship. That's what we're looking for. The law of love. All right. How are we going to do this? What's the game plan? First, get rid of anger. Don't be mad. So you come to these hot spots, don't be mad. Okay, now this is kind of tricky too, because people ask me, I said, how do I start selling a lot? And I go, get angry, get mad. You get mad at your unsuccess. You get emotional is what I should. The proper word should be emotional, but people know about getting mad because they go, I'm had it. I want to know what I'm doing wrong. I want to know what I got to change about me. So that sounds mad to me, but it's really passionate and emotional, whatever you want to call it. But you don't come to the meeting disgusted. You don't come angry, and you don't get angry at the person who's talking because they're telling you how this is how I do it, this is how we do it. Don't get angry. Here's what you do. Okay, there's two bad ways to respond. One is ignore it altogether. Just ignore it. You know, you feel that you're mad, but ignore it. The other way is you try to get revenge on the person because you're mad at them. You have anger against them. And then along with the revenge is you try to manipulate them to your way of thinking. So if you don't do revenge, you do manipulation on them. Okay? The right way you do it is you tell them, say, look, in love, like I love you, I want you to change, here's the situation. You tell them, and you try to fix it. Now, if they don't fix it, you give anyway. Does that make sense? It almost don't make sense, but I'm telling you, this is it seems like a money giver awayer, but it's really a money pourer owner. It's like when my man doubled his tithing. He's going to double the getter-inner. You with me? See, successful people, oh, okay. I'll come to that. Ask what is helpful. So you go to a person who seems to be mad, seems to be sarcastic, and you say, how can I help? How can I turn the situation around? What do you need? How could I get you in a better place? So the anger deal is you address it, you feel angry, you ask them, see if you can figure it out, say I'm sorry, move on. Here we go. That's how you deal with it. The other way is ask people how you can help. What can I do? What can I do to make it better? What can I do to get you from this miserable spot to a good spot in life? How do I get you happy? How do I get you moving? Next one is, this one, I don't know about you other selfish people like me, but that's not funny. I know y'all like that too. You know, see I'm looking straight at the camera. So my idea is I'm not looking at y'all. The problem is people are in front of their screen and I'm looking right at them. You know what I mean? Like the one person's going like, okay, get past your own need. Successful people see life as a place to give. I love it when Tim goes, my pleasure to come out here and give. My pleasure to serve. My pleasure to give like crazy. Everybody that's traveling on hot spots, You understand that is a gift they're doing? Time away from their family, time away from their own bed, time away from their puppy dog, that's precious, precious time that these people are giving. When I go out there, that's the plan, is to give. It's not get. You say, well, you'll grow if you go. I go, yeah, but you go to give. The getting is a byproduct. It's a serendipity. It's extra, not planned on. You go planning it, that's the fairness game again. Doing that fair game, like I hope one or two people get this. I'm like, if you just get this, it's about how much you give while you're here. Your gift is you're born here, and that's your gift to you. Your gift is you giving. Hello? And you have a brief window to do it. That's why a lot of wealthy people and successful people are very, very busy, because they've got to give more and more, write more books, do more seminars, do more ride-alongs, put more people in their car. You know, I can if I only do one ride, if I only go out one night and write 4 apps, and I got 1 or 2 people, I need to go another night so I can take more people. And you get more money, and you get more people successful, whether they're in your group or not, because another successful person in the hot spot means when your person comes in, they're going to see one more success person, and they say, oh my gosh, everybody's doing it. Since everybody's doing it, I ought to be able to do it too. It's a game, Bo. This is a real game on. This is a good game on. All right, ask how you contributed to the problem, and be concerned and apologize. Show you care. Ask what you did. How did I contribute? What did I do? Ask somebody else. What part is it? Where did I mess up? Don't act like they did it all. Because that's, we've done that. We've talked about this before, where we do a percentage. She's 50%. She's 70% at fault. I'm only 30. You know what I mean? What? It's not a percentage game. Or my upline's 90% the problem. Okay, let me review. Ask how you contributed. You're 10% of the problem. And by the way, you tell me how much you contributed, and I'll tell you what percentage. How about that? 100%. You're 100% of the problem. In my game, that's the way it works. Does that make sense? You're 100% because you are the problem if you're 10% of the problem. Both of you 100% of the problem. You contribute to it. Find out what you contributed. Say you're sorry. Let's move. Fix it. Do something about it. Give them something. Time. Apologize. Cry. Oh, by the way, I'm going to go back. Get past your own need. I want to tell some people this. Some people do this too. They give, and they start making the money. You know what they do? They stop giving. You know why? Because they got the money now. It's called a pipeline, bro. It's called a pipeline. You got to keep giving. Because if you don't, all that you put in is going to stop coming out one day, and you're going to scratch your head. And we can't do anything about it. It's a give game that we're in. That's what life is. I know some people are going like, wait a minute. Is he right? I'm telling you, we'll introduce you to people. Nito Cobain's coming down. He's president of, he's chairman of the board of Great American Bread Company. He's president of High Point University, on the board of directors of BB&T, written about 35, 45 books, audios, multimillionaire, got his own plane. And let's ask him. Let's ask John Maxwell. Let's ask them. You with me? Let's ask somebody that matters. We ask somebody in that book that I was reading from earlier, okay? All right. Give the opposite. They try to control, you give freedom. You give choices. They're critical, praise. They're critical of you. Don't have to agree. You're right, I'm an idiot, or you're right. Don't do that. Just go accept. This is a big word. Accept, don't agree. So if they tell you something, they're critical, put you down, just accept. That's what they said. That's what they believe. Okay. But you don't have to agree. But you can turn around and give praise for the good things they do. I just want to tell you this. Whatever this is so true. It's going to come back, bro. I'm telling you, it's a law. please make sure it's good. Yeah, hello? We okay on this? This is a simple thing. Be nice, be good. Go to Seattle, go to Tampa, go down there, go to Jacksonville, go to these places and give good. I'm not kidding you. 15 minutes, I was being mean. I was giving, but I was giving bad. And I was like, whoa, trying to put it back in my mouth, like trying to put toothpaste back in the tube. You know, I was like, yeah. And I went, hey, I'm sorry about that. And then I continued on. Nothing I could do, right? Anybody feel like that? You've made some mistakes? And all right, what are we going to do? We're going to do one thing. We're going to do one thing right. Here's what I'm going to say. Let's don't play fair. Let's play right. You with me? Let's just do it. Let's play right. This is the right way to play. Let's run up the score. Let's give more money to universities. Let's give more money to GODS. Let's give more money to your local church. Let's give. Let's mess them up. Until they over there in the corner, curled up in the fetal position, coloring. And they're trying to figure out what happened. And we say, yeah, you's out there planting one thing, we's planting something else. Let the leads rain down. All you got to do, MC backup. Mickey Cruz says that this product was named after him. MC backup, no spaces. You put that on your, go into your app and run that. And if you run that, just go and buy that app. It's free, by the way. And what it'll do, it'll take every phone number and name you've got in your phone and put it in an Excel spreadsheet. It'll be a name, city, phone number, every single person. You with me? Because what we're going to do is we're going to call them and we're going to say 4 big words. We're going to say insurance. We're going to say something about North Carolina. And we're going to say leads. And this is a big word we're going to knock them out with, help. Mention those 4 words to every single person. Every single person we know. And you can mix it up too. You can mix and match. Okay? I like clothes you can mix and match, right? All right. You say, hey man, I was talking to a guy in North Carolina. I hooked up doing some business with a guy in North Carolina. There's about 80 different ways you can say we're doing something in North Carolina with this big company. And they got leads. That's right. Insurance world. Mm-hmm. And we need some help. Did I cover it all? Yeah. And then after you say we need some help, say something like, think you can help us? You can enunciate better if you want to. You could say, do you think you could help us? My success has been more when you muddle it together. You have success separating and enunciating, that's fine. But I usually say, you need some help. You can help us. You need some help. I get a better response like that. That's what I do. Sometimes I get If I get I will just enunciate better, but not too much. Does that make sense? Okay, now, from there, which you can do a lot of different things, you can say to the person, that's all I know. If they say, yes, I want to do it, you say, hold on, I must talk to the expert that told me to say this to you because I don't know what to say next. That'll work. Because let me explain something to you. They're interested. You can't mess it up unless you keep talking. Okay, so you shut up, get it to the person, say, all right, I got a lot. And one of the phrases we like is text, I got a live one. You know what I mean? Because like you would text this one, I got a live one. I got a live one. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, here's my bet. This is going to mess you up. Some new people hadn't heard this. You will get a person say, I've been praying for something like this. You could be like, you didn't even tell them nothing. I told them 4 words, and I asked them, could they help? And they said, I've been praying for something like this. Now, they could say, I have my insurance license already, and I've been praying for something like this. They could say, is this really got leads? There's so many things they could say. And they could say, I'm too busy, I'm not interested. Usually that's when I acknowledge and give and I go, I didn't think you would be, because I know you're a very busy person. But I wanted to ask you, because really what I want is you know people. Because you're a busy person, you know people. Who do you think could help me with these leads, with this insurance, this thing out of North Carolina, because we need some help. So I'll repeat the same words over again. Does that make sense? People want a script for that. It's 4 words. Say them. Leads, insurance, North Carolina, help. I mean, I can hear, some of them, I bet you if y'all did that with every one of your friends, I bet you somebody would say, do you want me to call 911? Do you want me to come over there? What's best for you? How can I help? They'll say, how can I help? Because you can't talk, so they're thinking you need help, right? I'm not kidding you. It will work. This will work, bro. I've had people, no kidding, walk away from this little tiny seminar and recruit 3 people within the hour. Put them in class for insurance license in school. People say, is that good? It's 3. It's like 0, 1. That'd be good because it's getting away from 0. 2, that's double good as 1. 3, you get the idea? You say, no way somebody's going to say I'm praying for this. Bet me. How much? Had one happen this morning. You prayed or you got somebody? Come up here. You don't you tell me this. Don't you tease me. You tell me that somebody called you this morning and said that right there, and you said, I've been praying.
I said I was praying for this call this morning.
And you wouldn't lie, would you?
No. No.
What's your name? What's your name? Let me hold that pen for you.
Rosa.
Rosa. That's what I'm talking about right there. You see that right there? Annette called you and said those words.
Matt called me this morning, and I usually don't answer phone numbers that I don't recognize. But last night before I went to bed, I said, Lord, I need a job. And Matt called me this morning, and he asked me about the insurance. And I said, I have license, but they're in Florida. I need to be transferred. I said, I just don't have money to transfer them.
Non-residents. I'll pay for that.
And he said, praise the Lord. And he said,
I tried to.
And he said, can you get to Burlington?
Hold
and
me to that.
He said, can you get to Burlington? And I said, I don't know. I said, wait a minute. I have a young lady that's coming to Burlington for Bible study this morning.
Where
I
you
said,
live?
in Sanford. And I said, let me call her. And she was backing out of her driveway. And I said, give me 10 minutes to get my clothes on and we're going to Burlington. So I'm here.
Hey. How does all that happen in a sequence like that? Wow. Who you know strong enough to make all that come to
God. That's right. And I sure said I was praying for that. That's how it happened.
Watch this. This is not a big group to do this in, but I had one in it. So let's see if there's no. Was anybody else that was praying for something when somebody called you? You were praying? I got one? Just one? Barbie done told the truth? I got 2. That's your sisters right there. You know, you understand what I'm saying? They're out there praying. Let me tell you something. 30-some thousand suicides are going to happen in America this year. 30,000 plus. That's according to the Center for Disease and Control, the CDC. That's what they say. And people are looking for stuff.
I tried it in December.
Huh?
I tried it in December because I was torn.
That's right. What? Don't even. Oh, I want to hug you again.
I gave up because
You was tired.
I was tired.
You need somebody to hang out with. She said, I tried that. And I was like, at first I was like, you can't get in the CDC. They're not. That's what I thought you saying. You tried the CDC, but that ain't what you were saying.
I tried to.
And then it hit me what you said, and then I about
God
cried.
wouldn't let me do it.
God wouldn't let you do it. You tried to end it all.
For such time as this.
you hear what she's saying? God wouldn't let her do it. And then you get up here in front of everybody. Say, hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
What's your last name?
Partlow.
Spell that for me.
P is in Paul, A-R-T is in Tom, L-O-W.
Partlow. Y'all be praying for. She's done her praying. Now it's time for y'all to do y'all's praying.
That's right.
Is it Rose or Rosa?
Rosa.
Rosa. Y'all be praying for Rosa, that she finds some good leads and some good people
Help!
with some checks ready.
Amen.
But you hear what I said? Enthusiasm comes from inside, and I say you got it. And they operate their life from the inside out. So don't matter whether they're good leads, good people, good check. We're gonna find them.
And I'm going to schedule.
We're gonna find them. She's
And
gonna
I'm
schedule.
gonna-
See, that's how people do it faster because of the momentum we got. People are praying for this. Had 3 people in here today in a small group. You call through this list right here. You call. That's a bunch of people right there. Rosa, grab a seat. Y'all remember that face? And that. Had a lady with a nurse, 20-some years, praying for something. You know, this will make you, even if you don't want to make any money, go help people. Make that phone call. Call these people. Go, wait, I thought we was trying to make money. It's a byproduct. Very tricky. And it'll work. It's a strategy. We need some help. We got leads. I got an insurance license. All I got to get is non-res. We got leads. We need help. All right, so here's the way this goes down. You brand new. You call through this list. We need to get about 10, 15 of them selling. Then we need to explain to them this whole concept, because as soon as one of them gets one person selling, guess what we're going to do? We're going to give you 25,000 bonus points toward the Mediterranean cruise.
Right. Yep.
By helping people and reaching out to people, we're going to put you about 25%, over 25% towards that goal. And let me suggest, you buy a policy on yourself from Forrester or CFG, or you sell somebody a Forrester CFG, we're going to give you another 5,000 points. So you got 30,000. You're a third of the way there. And all you sold was one policy. But these people selling, you selling, I'm telling you, it's a done deal. You can be there. You can. Now, you say, well, can I just go ahead and put them in class myself? Yeah, if you know how to sign them up. If you don't know how to sign them up, get your upline, show them how to sign them up, and then the next one you can put in class. You mean I can put them in class after one time? You do it the first time if you know how to do it, or somebody show you. Should I put as many people in class as I want? Yeah. And I'm going to get a percentage. Oh, yeah, did I tell you you're going to get promoted up towards executive vice president? Just one thing. One thing. One thing. Can you do MC backup? Can you call the first one? What if they say no? Ask for referrals, and then call the second one. That's the next thing you do. This game plan, guys. This is game plan. It's on. By the way, did I tell you some of us going to Banff, Canada? Taking off Sunday. We're going up early. Listen to this. Everybody that's doing all the serving, the top people doing the serving, I called them. I said, hey, look here. Why don't y'all come up a day early, and we'll pay for your hotel a day early because you've been helping out and serving, and take you out to dinner, and we'll celebrate you giving. So some of us going up Saturday. So we'll see y'all there. Guys, I have had a blast today. The only thing I wish I could talk to I've got so many faces in here, so many stories, and I want to hear them, and I just want to hear your story. I want to see what you're thinking, see what you're feeling, what you're going through, and let's walk together, and let's get out of here, man. Let's get out of here. Let's get up in a new tax bracket. That's right. And in a new emotion level. Love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. TWC out. Bye.